Hi guys, I'm Kendra. Welcome to my channel. I'm a Northern California realtor, and today's video is number 3 in a series for first-time home buyers. So today we're going to talk about everything you need to know about being an escrow. The first question I want to cover with you guys today is, what is escrow? I get asked this question a lot as a realtor, so I think it's really important we cover it. Escrow is a neutral third party that is there to protect you as the buyer and they as the seller in a transaction. Escrow is an account that holds your money during the 30-day period before you close on a house to when you get the keys. This process was designed to protect buyers and sellers' money during a transaction so that it doesn't pass through the hands of the realtor, it doesn't end up handing money to the seller before it's time, and it gives the buyer a chance to, if they back out, get their money back because it's protected. The second question I usually get asked is, when do you enter into escrow? You enter into escrow when you make an offer on a property, the offer is accepted by the seller, you as the buyer agree to the acceptance of the offer, and then the earnest money deposit is paid to the escrow account. Congratulations, you're officially in escrow. In a lot of transactions, the offer may not be considered 100% valid until you've reached the point where that EMD is put into that account. So make sure that you get that done in that 3-day period you're given after your offer was accepted. If you're not sure what an EMD is, an EMD is an earnest money deposit. It's 1% of the purchase price and it does go towards your down payment. It's a promise to the seller that you're really interested in the house as long as all the contingencies you put in your contract are met in full. Okay, the third question I usually get asked is, what happens during escrow? So a couple things happen during escrow. During the escrow or closing period, you and your lender and your realtor will work together to gather all necessary documents needed in order to close. This includes lender documents, proof of income, proof of residency. There's so many things that are incorporated in this time period. The second thing you're going to need to make sure happens with you and your realtor is that all 3 of your contingencies are removed on your contract before you close. The first contingency is going to be inspections. There are 3 main inspections most buyers choose to get during this time. There's a pest, general, and roof. These inspections will run you $400 to $700 depending on which ones you choose to get, and sometimes upwards of $1,000 if you choose to get extra. So you get the inspections. If your house is all good, you have no room for negotiation, then you remove contingency. If there are concerns that you and your realtor have and you think you have negotiating power, this is the time to get the seller to fix things that are wrong with the house or to ask for a credit towards closing costs to cover those repairs. Again, this is going to be case-by-case basis, so make sure you're working side by side with your realtor to figure out if you need to negotiate anything before removing this contingency. Otherwise, once you come to agreement, remove that contingency. Then you have 2 left. The second contingency that you're going to get removed is appraisal. Now, a lot of people ask me, Kendra, do I really need an appraisal during a transaction? And my answer is always yes, because you want to know if the loan that you're getting on your home is going to match the amount that you're paying for the house. So an appraisal verifies, yes, this house is worth the $395,000 you offered on this home. The reason this is important is because the bank will not lend you more money than the appraised value of a house. So if your house is only worth $395,000 and you offered $400,000, you're going to have to come up with that extra $5,000 in order to purchase it at that price, or you will need to renegotiate with the seller. A great tip for you and your realtor is have your realtor go to the appraisal and give the appraiser comps from your area. This can help them to come up with the right price for your house, speedline the process, and ease the transaction. If this turns out well and your appraisal comes out at value or above value, that's great. Now it's time for you guys to move on to removing that contingency. Yay! The final contingency that you'll need to get removed is the loan contingency. This is really important to note. The loan contingency is something that you and your lender are working on removing the entire time you're in escrow. So this is where you turn in documents to your lender. This is making sure the underwriter approves your loan. And once all that is clear, then the lender will give you the clear to close. You'll get to sign closing docs. You'll remove that contingency and you'll be on your way to a purchased house. The last question we're going to cover is, when does escrow end? This is the point when you've signed your closing documents and you're ready to get your keys. How do you know you've signed closing documents? Number one, closing documents are always signed in person with a notary public present. Finally, you're going to meet up with your realtor and receive your keys depending on your purchase agreement with the previous sellers. Some people agree to a rent back, and in the rent back, they have to wait 30 days in order to get the house. But as soon as that 30 days is up, they get the keys. Again, this is all depending on your agreement with the sellers. Good luck and have fun. Thank you so much for watching my video today. If you like what I had to say and you're interested in learning more, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, and feel free to comment any questions you have about real estate or anything you'd like to know. I'd love to cover it and answer your questions. Have a good day.